Let's talk to Dave. Hi, Dave. What's up? How you doing? So, what do you think about the project? Just give me a general feedback from you. What's been the project like so far?
Oh, yeah, it's been amazing so far listening to every single analyst talking. Yeah, from group A to group C, it's been educating to say the least. Hearing you guys say on and on about your project that you obviously spent an enormous amount of time working on. Yeah, it's been nice. Yeah.
Oh,
And
great.
like what Mr. Michael said, it was way beyond what I expected it to be. Like the entire um program, this entire program is way beyond what I was anticipating. So yeah. You guys really brought your A game. I think. Yeah, this really.
Okay. All right. So let's talk now. So, all the groups and everyone who presented, please stay close to your slides and your SQL because your our judges can ask you to share a screen, and so we will not have that time. We will not consume so much time on that. All right. And then for group members who didn't present, also stay close because questions are also going to be asked about the project, and I would prefer that members of the group also respond to that. All right, so Mr. Michael, I will start with you. Then we will focus on only Group A. All right, three of us are going to give a feedback on Group A. So Group A, do you want to share your slide? Just your slide, the cover slide first. Let's start with your slide. Anything that our judges need, please try as much as to share it so that they can use this, what we have to give us proper feedback about our project. So, Mr. Michael, how was the project for you?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Timothy. Please, I think at this point I'll probably apologize or seek our indulgence not to add Mr. to my name again. Please.
Yeah, right.
I'm Michael. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
All right.
Okay, so Group A, a wonderful presentation and a great project. Yeah, I think I actually love it. So I think I just have two things to sort of question and also observation. So yes, I understand that the project is actually given, that is the topic was given to us to discuss about library, database and management system. So I understand the whole thing from the beginning, and I think when Timothy was giving his review about I can't even remember the last time he went to a library, I was almost saying that to that throughout my stay on campus too. I could count. I think I only went to library maybe twice throughout my 5 years stay on campus, and since then I'm not sure if I've ever gone to any library. So not that I don't read books, I actually do. Most times I do PDFs, right? So I read a lot on screen, both PDFs and also subtitles. I don't know if you catch that. So those are the things I read the most, right? So where my question primarily is, so how does this digital platform, so how does it affect project relevance? I don't know if we get that. So because especially the fact that if okay, let me probably come from this angle. So there's a part you guys mentioned about, okay, there's going to be an automated reminders for overdue books. So does the system probably send a notification to the borrowers? Because I assume that this system is actually designed for the library managers, that is, those are going to manage the library itself, to help them look at the catalog they have, the number of books, those who borrow, what time did you borrow, what am I expected to return. So but there's a particular statement mentioned around an automated reminders for overdue books. So yes, I think the reminder can be for the library next managers, now pardon me to use that, the library managers, but would borrowers also be notified that these books are already overdue, return them before we place a penalty or something? So please, can we clarify that part? Thank you.
All right, so anyone from Group A? No one is saying anything. Fatima, Isaac, Ololade.
Hi, hello.
Yeah, Fatima, we can hear you.
Sorry, because I was presenting, I had difficulty in quickly navigating my course. I mean, the tabs that I opened.
Okay.
So if I get you clearly, you are basically asking the automated reminders, who are we going to be sending it to? Is it the managers or is it the
Yes, exactly. So who gets the notification? Who gets the reminder?
Yeah, it's majorly the library managers, because they're the one using the system to actually run this to manage the library itself, to manage the operations. So they get the reminders because this is their own platform, this is their system. However,
Okay. So
in form of messages,
yes, please continue.
However, in form of messages, there can also be a system where once the managers also get these reminders, they can also do like an automated system to actually nudge the users as well, so that they can send them emails or something like SMS, so that you can return the books that are long overdue.
Okay, yeah, that's actually fantastic, because I was about suggesting that so that there could be a way whereby the borrowers also are notified. Say maybe, oh, you have 5 days to the return date, so that in case probably after borrowing you just dumped your book somewhere and then you've forgotten. I think that actually makes sense. So a relevance question actually for this project. Yes, as I said at the beginning, that I understand that the project was actually given, that is discussed about library, but what will happen to these projects in this world where we are already going digital? And sorry, yes, everything is already becoming digitalized. So now even library itself are no longer having traffic as they used to in the 90s. We can all attest. At least if you do a survey now, that almost everybody here, how many of us have gone to library say in the last 10 years? I'm very much sure that we really have a low count, right? So what is the relevance of these projects, right, given this particular situation? That is how the world is already tilting towards a digital kind of system.
Hello. Hello.
Hi. So did you get the question?
So you're trying to, what we are trying to establish is that, the question is about, sorry, just to quote you again so that I understand if I actually get you clearly.
Yes,
in a place where digital libraries are now taking over, what will happen to physical libraries?
Yes.
I still think that physical libraries will still remain, because they can only transform, they cannot totally fade out. And we can still argue that if you are actually into deep learning, you're still going to be like sourcing for knowledge everywhere. So those that actually use libraries, they travel as far as moving out of the country to go use libraries. I'm a Muslim. I understand that some Christians or some Muslims also go as far as going to different countries to go and search for knowledge, to go and look for other things. So still, it will just transform into something more automated. So instead of the manual system entries, this is whereby we are going instead of manually handling this data, we're actually going towards managing them by automating these transactions and automating the operations itself. So we are modernizing the physical library itself. Then for the digital libraries, it doesn't mean that the physical library is going to phase out. The digital library is there to actually just attend to people's needs. faster and it's more relevant than maybe the sorry, my thoughts are actually processing in different directions. So it's basically more relevant than physical libraries itself. But it doesn't mean that there are some books that you can't find online. So I'll still stand on the point where it can only modernize the physical libraries, but it will not totally wipe out physical libraries. So you can always get books online, but it doesn't mean that every system like this also applies to the digital libraries, because you can always go on their platform, use books, and just like be like a user on their platform. But it doesn't mean that you are using physical books. But the point where you need books that does not have ebooks, that does not have any presence online, that you need to use the libraries, you still need to go to the libraries. I don't know if I've answered your question.
All right, yes, actually, I get that point. So, and my question wasn't coming from the angle of total eradication of physical libraries, right? But the rate at which its usage is dropping, we know, like it's really dropping drastically, right? So, say maybe I want to pitch this project now to someone, probably an investor now. Okay, well, come and invest in say maybe designing this kind of system for a physical library. So these are questions you would definitely expect, right, from someone that is ready to put his money into it. The person will ask you a question of, okay, in the next 20 years, do you still think there will still be physical libraries, right? So we must just definitely be ready to defend what we are actually proposing. Do we get that? Yeah. I think those are my two. Oh yeah, please go on.
Yeah. Also, I would say that the digital library itself, even if it's going to get more and more, whatever we are building now still applies to the digital libraries itself, because we are using SQL queries, and these queries also can track users. They can also like track members. They can also track the books that are being used as well. The books that we are actually reading. They can track the authors. They can track the categories. We still need these SQL platforms to actually also work on these digital systems. Without a robust, efficient SQL library system, library database management system. Yeah, sorry. Without the efficient library database management system, we can't actually manage these things effectively. We still need them to actually also present this data in the way we've been presenting.
Exactly. I actually love that point you mentioned. That's part of the things I was actually expecting also to be mentioned, that the system is not designed primarily, is not only relevant for physical libraries, right? Digital libraries definitely too benefit a lot from it. And thank you for mentioning that.
And then when we talked about the advance of the project itself,
Fatima.
Yeah.
My time is up. I'm counting time for us.
So we talked about the learning platforms as well. So it could be the learning centers could be online, it could be digital, it could be public spaces. So learning centers are different things. Bookstores are also different things. Maybe I should have also added online and offline as well. They have libraries that are online and offline as well. So, and also we are also doing this on online, so we can also say that it's relevant everywhere. It's just not only relevant to physical libraries.
Yeah, that's good.
Sorry, I see that Faithfulness wanted to say something.
Yes, Faithfulness hand was up. Faithfulness, is your hand still up? Okay, Faithfulness, you have 1 minute.
Okay, yeah. Good evening, everybody. So, what I wanted to actually say was towards the question that Mr. Mike asked. So, but it's already been buttressed. I wanted to say that the database system, this library database system, is also applicable to the online, the digital libraries, not just only applicable to the physical libraries, but it has already been talked about. So that was why I put my hands down. So that's what I was saying.
Great. Oh, interesting. All right, thank you for raising that. That was actually a good point too. Okay, yes. So, Dave, Alpha, what do you think about their project? And do you have a question for them? And any area you feel they can improve? Mr. Michael, Michael, I'll still come back to you regarding to areas they can improve. All right. But Dave, what do you think about what they've done and what areas can they improve?
Okay. First, can we ask other members of the group questions?
Okay. Yes, we can.
Is that possible? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not really a very technical person. Yeah. So I'm not really going to talk about the technicality of the project itself, because one of the criteria we're going to be using to judge this whole thing would be not just the project itself, but also how the project was communicated to the audience, to us.
Yeah.
And one thing I noticed about most of this, and this is general to the people that spoke actually, not just to Miss Miriam or this is general, where almost every single person, I know everybody's nervous, yeah, and everybody is, maybe it was impromptu or something, I don't know, but every single one actually had to use filler words to fill in their lapses, which is not necessarily a bad, but when it comes to presenting, especially in this kind of case, yeah, using filler words multiple times back to back makes it feel like you're not really sure what you're saying. You might be very knowledgeable about what you did, but if you are not able to present it properly or communicate it properly, me as the listener in this case would not really be able to assimilate what you're saying. So this is across board, every single person sounded nervous. So if there's a way you guys can work on that, it's better in the next presentation, something like that. That would be very lovely. But I want to just clarify something. This particular project, yeah, your core problem, like the core problem you're trying to solve, is how to effectively or efficiently borrow books. Is that it?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, it's actually managing the library system. So efficiently managing the library system itself, the whole operation. So managing, to tracking books, to automating the members' loans, the books, majorly track everything entirely in the library system.
The reason I'm asking this is because majority of what you spent your time talking about is how to efficiently borrow books. And because you mentioned tracking and stuff, but the only details that you guys mentioned were like two things, maybe the author and maybe when the book was published. There was nothing about maybe the ISO number or other things concerning how you can actually track the books or how you can actually search for these books aside the author.
That's cool on the beat.
Am I wrong?
Sorry, can you come again? I didn't get that.
I'm saying from what I heard, yeah, it felt like the only thing you guys actually really worked on was how to efficiently borrow these books. Yeah, not tracking and the other things that you said, because the only detail that you mentioned, because you said something about keeping the details of the books and stuff, but the only detail you actually mentioned were the author and when the book was published. There was nothing about the ISO number. There was nothing about every other detail that I can actually get from the book.
Okay, so because thank you for that. So because this is like an eye level thing, and majorly our project focuses on just addressing these books, members, and loans. That is why we have actually talked on this like the way it was in our project. However, what we could have done better as well was to include things, but in the interest of time, we don't want to be going through all these points one by one, and that is why I created something like the columns where we can actually see what this is actually addressing. So it addressed the titles, that's like the name of the books, the authors that are using the books, the genre, the published year, the available copies, and for the members it tracks their names, their emails, and join dates, the date of joining. And for the loans it tracks the book ID, the members ID, which is also linked to the members, the loan, the date of the date the book was loaned, the return date, and those are the things that were involved in the project. So part of our recommendation was to make sure that the system was robust enough to capture a lot of things that were not in this system. So what was in the system itself is like it's not robust enough to factor everything in the library system. But we have recommended that we had more things like authors, the category of books, and other major things that are going to ensure the efficient or the smooth running of the library tracking system.
No problem, that would be nice.
I don't know if I've been able to answer your question very well, or you still have clarification.
That'll be all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So I don't know if I'm still presenting. Hello.
Not a group B.
Sorry, can I say something?
Okay, sure, you can. Yeah.
Just ask one question, just one more question. Sorry, apologies. So
Alright.
this particular project is it in any way beneficial to the members, aside the librarian or whoever is managing the library? Is it in any way beneficial to the members?
Yeah, Isaac, what do you think?
Yeah, it's beneficial to the members because in the circulatory units of the library, if the books are well sorted in genre, it will reduce time wastage when they are trying to like do recommendation, check for books that are outdated and stuff like that. So this will just help us filter the information to be able to reduce time wastage in the library. If you use the library, I do use the library sometimes. If you enter, there's like a government house, you just be waiting for things that you should just get in 5 seconds from the internet. So that's what this kind of projects can just help us. So,
and just to add to that, the relevance of this project does not only focus on the library systems. It is applicable to inventory management, it is applicable to customer management, it is applicable to the banking systems, to logistics, to e-commerce. Just name any platforms where you do robust operations, where you need to manage your transactions efficiently. You need the database to actually do this. You need the SQL queries, the basics, the logical operators, the insights, to get meaningful, to make informed decisions, quick and fast informed decisions. So you need all these things. You need the project.
Okay. Fatima, I have to pause you here so that we can go to other groups.
Yeah,
thank
you.
you.
Sorry.
Another day, I have to go to another group so that we can.
Yeah, I'm also in the group. I'm also in that group. It's much more easier for you to get the reviewed books, the newly reviewed books. You can easily source it from the database. So instead of looking for old books, the new ones, the updated ones, you can also source it.
All right. Okay. So Dave, did they answer the question?
Yes, absolutely. Makes sense.
Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, Group A, thank you very much
Thank
for
you very
those
much.
response. And so our coaches, thank you guys. Thank you for sharing this feedback with us. Let's go to Group B. Hi, Group B. Do you want to present the slide so that we can give a feedback? So Dave, I'll start with you. What do you think about Group B's project and what questions do you have for them?
Ruby, Mr. James. Um, okay. First off, yeah, I'm going to say I really enjoyed listening to James talk because it was really calm and confident. It sounded really confident what he was saying. So it was really enjoyable to listen to him talk through, even though it was like the only speaker. So it was enjoyable listening to him talk through the entire 15 minutes. Talk about the technical part of the project, which was really, really nice. I say that part. It really told. But not like a bot, yeah, but then the project it shows a very broad sector. Broad in the sense that from what I heard, if I'm wrong, please correct me. From what I heard, the project mainly pushes the marketing of the next movie. Is that it, Mr. James? Like, what's the core problem that you're trying to solve?
No, actually, it was just one of the examples I gave.
What's the core problem you're trying to solve?
All right. So the core problem that it solves really is being able to track the relationship between users and movie platforms, right? And so, for example, now with our project, now we have the user database, we have the ratings database, we have the movies database, right? So I gave the example of platforms like Netflix, right? So if I wanted to see which movies people love the most or which genres earned more money, right? Because like I mentioned, our data wasn't really as broad as maybe we would have liked it to be. So when we start to take stock of subscription fees, watch time, right? How many hours people are spending on the platform, how many users have maintained a subscription for as long as they have, right? And so we begin to get a much broader picture of, okay, how much money people are spending on platforms, how much time they are spending on our platform, what they are spending their time on, right? What kind of movies do they watch? What genres of movies do they watch? And so, for example, now platforms like Netflix that not only brings movies onto their platform, but they produce movies as well. And so it really gives you insight into what markets watch what markets like, what kind of movies, based on the kind of ratings that people that are watching those movies are giving, and also how much time they spend watching certain kinds of movies, right? And even movies that people rewatch over and over. So yeah, it really just helps streaming platforms, right? Like I said, it could also cut across into, yes?
It helps streaming platforms do what? Like that. Just one line. What's the one thing?
Okay. It helps them make money.
That's what I'm saying.
By
the core thing you're doing
by tracking users.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to explain like how it all comes together, right? But basically, at the heart of it, it helps platforms make money and retain users. That's basically it. Did you get that?
I get.
Okay.
How? And I'll explain to them the how. Now, the core thing you're trying to do, from what I understand, is let's use the platform you use as an example. Netflix. Yeah.
Yes.
Netflix uses this your program or user platform, the information they'll be getting is who watches what, where are they watching from,
Yeah.
and their demography, their age. Yeah.
Yeah.
So these kind of people would like this kind of movie. So when we make the next Oppenheimer, we're going to ship it to this set of people. So basically, it's just matching.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, but the only problem I have with this is because we don't really know as users, because all you are doing now is based on the user's appetite. We don't really know why movies work.
Sorry, could you come again?
So what you are doing right now is based on the user's appetite, meaning the viewer's appetite, the person watching the movie. Now we don't really know why movies work. That's the honest truth. We don't know till today why Oppenheimer work. Movies work.
Okay.
Why they sell?
Could you explain that? Could you explain? Okay, why movies sell?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm saying you can have this entire data you just gave, which is not really, really odd, because they're not telling us why this movie is working. What you're telling us is these people like this thing, and the same set of people that liked Oppenheimer would not like the next biopic, especially in this age that we're in currently. Do you understand what I'm saying? So did they like it because it was star-studded? Did they like it because the story was more emotional? Did they like it because it's a biopic to begin with? Did they like it because it was the director that was there? Did they like it because it's a particular actor? So we're not really getting insight on their appetite per se from what you presented.
Okay.
What we are getting is generic data.
Yeah.
And that generic in this case.
Yeah. Like I stated while presenting and just while I was answering your first question now, is that even if we
I didn't get
to answer that, I said I mentioned earlier in my presentation and while I was answering your first question, that the data set that we have isn't broad enough to answer these questions that you pose, right? If we're going to venture an answer or an insight into why certain users love certain kind of movies, right? What we have now for this project now, because it was like you said, it's generic data, right? That only allows us to do so much in terms of extracting any sort of insight, right? But if we're dealing with a much broader data set, right, that tracks user habits, or what people, maybe what kind of trailers people are looking at, right? How long they looked at certain parts of the platform, those kind of data points now, that would help us to maybe even venture a guess as to why they might like certain kinds of movies, right? But ultimately, human interests and desires don't exactly fit neatly into a box, right? So all we can have really is what the data tells us, right? Which this data doesn't really give us enough room or enough breadth to answer.
Okay. All right. That was good. That was good. Dave, what do you think?
Yeah, that was. I think if we can get a broader data, like you said, it will be very viable. It will be a very viable product. Yes. But aside that, everything else was good.
Okay, great, awesome. James, sorry, Michael, what do you think about the project from your own perspective?
Okay, I think that's Dave's probably be his own line of expertise, and I think he has done a good justice to that. Right. So I think Dave already gave that comment about the presenter, I was already sold from the beginning to the end, right? But a side comment, and which also applies to every other group, is so when it comes to presentation, so there are actually certain when I say rule of thumb, say probably one, when you are presenting, you are using a slide, definitely the audience can see the slide, so you don't need to read your slide to us again. I think this is general for everyone, so not just specific to group B. So you don't need to read the slide to us, right? So there's this guy, Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs is actually someone with, he doesn't really like PowerPoint. In his word, you say that whosoever knows what he's presenting doesn't need a PowerPoint to present. So which means that the PowerPoint is actually for your audience to read. So all you need to do is go to the stage, tell the story, right? Like, just go ahead. Necessarily, even if maybe there's power or your technical issues, you can still keep presenting, right? So that shows that, you really know what you're saying and all, right? So I think that's just my general comment for everyone about the presentation. So you don't need to read your slide to us. We can see it, right? We can read it ourselves. Just go ahead and run us through. That will save you more time and even won't make us get lost, right? Or carried away. Yeah, a very great job actually. I think I love this presentation too, just like the first one. Thank you.
Great, awesome. Yeah, you're right actually. Most of us read the slides. All right, thank you. So that was all for Group A and Group B. While we are going to Group C, by the end of the presentation, by the end of our panelist feedback, we're going to get our score, right? The overall score is 35, right? The overall score should be 35. Is it 35 or 37? So we're going to get a score from our panelists so that we can know how we perform based on how they graded our presentation for tonight. All right, so let's go to Group C. Here, Miriam and Chinalo and others who could not speak but are part of the group. All right, so Miriam is sharing my screen. Michael, what do you think about your presentation?
Yeah, a great one. So I love the let's say the title. It said simple banking system, and they really made it simple because banking system is very, very complex. So yeah, probably I'll call them bank managers. So should I ask that, are you trying to sell this your banking system to us as investors? So why should we put our money to this? So I think that would be my first question. So why? Let's say I'm an investor now. So I want to set up a new bank, and then you've approached me that, we have this simple banking system. So why should I put my money to this?
Yeah, members of the team.
Okay, it's like my colleague wants to say something. Let me give her a chance to do that. Okay, but while I'm waiting for her, like, okay, fine. So, if you happen to be an investor and wants you to, talk you into coming into a banking system, first of all, like we said in our presentation, we said is to manage accounts to ensure that, both the customers, the accounts, and the transactions are well managed. The data is well managed. So one of the things that you are sure of is convenience. When I say convenience, in the sense that you are going to have easy deposit, withdrawal, and transfer, right? There will be both mobile and online banking available for you. We can track your spending and income easily, and we also help you to build a credit history. And if possible, you can earn interest on your savings. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about you earning interest on your savings, but then you are very sure that your investment is safe, and you can easily track whatsoever that is going on in your accounts. you have a customer satisfied service. Thank you.
I was just laughing on through actually. Thank you for that. So probably okay, let's look at something together logically. So you said it's going to help me. You don't say you don't know maybe I'm going to earn interest or not. So now the simple question will be, what is this product? So is the product to help carry out the transactions or for record, like, so is it a database to help keep record, then I can track maybe performance and all, or it is a system that helps carry out the deposits, the issuance of loan, monitoring of all these things. So let's even get it simple. What is this product?
I think it's all of the above.
All?
Yes, all of the above, sir.
That's cool on the beat.
Okay. All right. If that's it, then that's probably I would say that's fine. So when discussing around the where function, I think that was when you guys were running us through the is it the query now? Sorry, I don't know about SQL. So, and you guys really intimidated me with the presentations. I mean, all the three groups. Yes, you guys really intimidated me. I'm seeing certain things that's all I know about. I guess actually use Excel very, very well, right? But when I saw these ones, I was like, Jesus, what am I using my own life to do? However, I think I will meet probably Timothy after this call to come and enroll too, so that I can learn. All right, so when running through the query, so there's a part where you guys discussed the where function. So, and then you mentioned something specifically, I noted it here, that it helps to know active customers, right? So now let's look at it. If I get, so what's the essence of me knowing the active customers? So to what end, right? So yes, I know you mentioned some things around, okay, if you know the active customers, probably we'll be able to target them more and all. So, but there's also what happens to the non-active customers? So what are we going to do? Because the emphasis was around the active customers. So, but what about the non-active customers?
Okay, I think we should rephrase and say that actually, so if we using the status of our customers, we are able to identify those that are active and those that are inactive. Yes, probably would want to retain our active customers while also wanting to make the non-active ones active. So that will be a kind of a promo that is going to at least run across everybody. Everybody gets excited, everybody wants to be involved. Like for instance, I remember when there was a time that GTCO was selling a particular shares. People were running to GTCO to buy shares because it had more interest and all of that. So if such kind of thing is introduced in our banking system, you see that even those that are not active, we want to get active. Those that are active want to also increase their activity. I think something like that and more can help.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, please help me with the pronunciation of your name. I don't want to spell it wrong. Pronounce it wrong.
You can call me Clementina.
Clementina. Oh, okay, thank you. So thank you, Clementina, for that. So, but let me just, I think those are the two questions I had, and then you've answered. So, but let me clarify that second answer you gave proper, so that we won't have a wrong perception of what it is and what it is not. So so the example you gave about GTCO, right? So GTCO sold shares. So whether you have an account with GT Bank or not, you have access to buying their shares. You necessarily don't need to have an account with them. So we can't say that is a promotion, right? To help them get primary customers. No, do you get it? So that exercise, that is selling of shares, was actually targeted towards raising funds. I don't know if we get it. So it's not for bringing in customers. Please, do we get? So customers are actually totally different from investors. Do you get that? So that exercise of raising funds, selling shares, was actually to raise funds to carry out probably maybe an objective. Maybe they want to expand their banking, or they want to do like whatever, maybe to meet the regulatory recapitalization requirements and all. So that's what that was for. So it was not for any promotional activities to increase the number of accounts they have, to increase the number of deposits and all. No, that's not the purpose. Please, do you get that? So I just wanted to understand.
Oh, yes, I do.
Probably be having a conversation with people out there, they won't look at that. What are you saying? So I think it's actually a very great project. So because of our time, I think I will just limit it to that. So generally, as I've given my comments, so please, when presenting, let's and I think Dave also mentioned at the beginning that it looks like there's tension. Like everyone had that tension of ha ha ha. Well, we should all know that we are all human beings here. As I am too, I'm still learning a lot. Like I mean a lot, right? So we shouldn't feel under pressure because of want to present. Yes, I think you should even have that confidence that I've done my work, right? I mean, I've done my work. So I'm here to come and say what I've done. I'm proud of what I've done. Right? Even if at the end of the day, you're probably going to say some, in quotes, sorry, pardon my language, you're going to say some rubbish at some point. Be confident about it. You get that? Because you don't even know who you are talking to, might not even know anything about it. And then with the confidence you are using, so you will have gone and escaped, but maybe gotten your deal signed and then you've moved on. Do we get that? So please, let's take it like, okay, be proud of what you want to come and say. Have the confidence in what you are saying, right? And yes, when you get, if you do anything wrong and you are corrected, accept the lesson and definitely still move on. Do you get that? And also generally too, I think I noticed we had some technical issues. So yes, I know we've all been preparing all this well. You know, there's a part whereby you spent the whole day you've gone to the market to buy recipes, buy the ingredients you want to use to cook and all. And then after cooking everything, you come and serve. Then you've left your guests waiting on the table, waiting. At the point, they might even get uninterested in the food at the point. Do we get that? So even as much as we prepare our work and all, so there's also the timeliness to that. Okay, be prompt. Get to tidy up everything you need to tidy up on time. How we're going to present and all. I think those ones too really matter. And timing too. Necessarily don't need to exhaust your time for the presentation. Do we get? Yes, I know Timothy was like the timekeeper reminding us. We could also do the job ourselves to know the time we are spending. Then I think necessarily don't need to spend the entire time. Then you are done with your presentation, and yeah, then that's majorly for me. I really loved the entire presentation, and then yeah, I think it's worth my time. Yeah, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, Michael, you're actually right. You know, one of the companies I work for in the UK currently, I got it because of confidence in interviews, not even what I said. I was in a place where I didn't have a laptop to present. I used the phone, but I spoke with so much confidence. And the man was like, "Boy, you're too confident. What do you have?" I'm like, "I have experience." Okay, let's do it. That was it. You're right, actually. That confidence. It's not even about what you're saying. It's being confident and saying it in the way that you understand it. Simple theory from Dave. Dave, what's your feedback about this project too? Because I know projects group 3 took their time for the career presentation. So what do you think on your
Mr. Michael already did just to speak. But I just want to say two things because I didn't really get what they were talking about particularly. Yeah, but with the back and forth they had now, Michael, it was a little bit clear. Yeah. But I'm just going to buttress a little bit on his point with confidence of public speaking or talking in general is one thing that every single human that wants to make something apply would have to do at once. And it's something that every single person has to grow into. Nobody's really born with it, let's say. Everybody learns how to talk properly, how to communicate properly, how to do motivational speaking, motivate people, inspire people learn. And one of the best tactics that we can use to quote and unquote seem a little bit more confident when we are talking is, number one, don't rush your words. You can be nervous, you can have the old tension building up in your belly. But if you are rushing your words, your brain is going to move a bit faster than your mouth or your mouth. So you're not really going to get your words together. The best practice is just slow down, talk one by one if you have to, gesture if you have to. Think of story. This is another point. You can drive us through with a story. I think Michael talked about that. You can drive us through with a story. You can easily get our attention. That is why we watch clips. That is why we watch movies. That's why we even listen to you. If you can drive us through something that is really, really technical, with stories and visuals, we can easily. And you mentioned Steve Jobs. The best Steve Jobs presentation were story driven. He never really talked about technical things or how the iPhone works, the way they make their chip sound better or move better. It's literally story and how this thing would benefit you. Story driven presentation. So if there's a way we can make our presentation a little bit more story driven, and then we take our words slowly, I think that's a very good place to start building up confidence when we are presenting. But aside from that, I do not have it. And this was really say thank you so much.
Great. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
Okay, yes, I think we've actually had a nice evening and very, very packed, like really packed. Really. Yeah. What I would personally work on is our time. I feel like we took too much time, and I'll work on that in our next presentation. Okay, so let's get to know about our score. So for Group A, Dave, what do you have for Group A? What did they score? And what did they score for Group A? Tell us what Group A scored from your end, and you can add a comment to why they scored that. That would be good. Yeah. So Dave, do you have a score for the Group A? What was Group A score?
Me?
Michael, also, what do you think? What was
No, you've got Dave first, so Dave first.
I'll still collect. Next time you want to give us like 2 minutes.
Okay, all right. Okay, so I'll give out the for computation. The reason is actually want us to hear our score on the call, so that when we meet in our own space, we can work on it. This is our first presentation, and we still have 2 more presentations to go, right? We still have 2 more presentations to go, in the sense that we're still going to present 2 more sets, like 2 more sessions coming up, right? So whatever feedback we get from today, it will boost our presentation in the next one. That's why we need to hear it. So amazing work, guys. Okay, so let me ask, anyone open to asking questions? Is there anybody in the audience or listening that wants to ask a question or want to give a comment before judges share?
Yeah, don't talk. I have a question to ask though, please.
Okay, sure.
So my question will be, is it the judges, or how would I say it? So they mentioned something that would definitely help us with presentation, and 2 things I actually noted down was to talk slowly, because I think that's part it's actually pointed to me. So to talk slowly, and also to have our presentation in form of a storytelling, so it can be more interesting for our audience to want to pay attention to whatever we are saying. So I think it's going to be like a soft skill. So is there any how am I going to put it, like something to pay attention to when it comes to presentation? Like, is there any key things that can guide someone like me, who is maybe like a presenter? Maybe I have like a project to present. Is there something to look out for that is going to guide our presentation to be more perfect, because I'm actually like, this first one I've actually done. No, I can't wait for the second. This is actually my first presentation in my life, and I'm grateful for the opportunity. Yes, and I look forward to the second one. Truly, I can't wait. So, is there anything that you would say that would actually guide our presentation? I'm not talking about like the soft skill now, like the presentation itself.
Okay. Yeah, Michael, you can go ahead. I was going to call you.
Okay, thank you. Oh, Miriam, probably. Well, I think it was David that mentioned it, but let me just say this. So, and none of the comments was directed towards you, please.
No, I did not say it was directed towards me, but I just had to pick the one that
it's pointed.
Yes.
Okay, I get it. I think someone also gave a comment in the chat box that you are not the only one. I think every one of us actually at one point or the other we've experienced that, right? And I will say welcome to the club. Right, so welcome to the club. So what are the primary pointers on how to go about your presentation? And the first thing first, which is also a golden rule, is that when you want to present, firstly, put yourself in the position of the audience. So if you're an audience, what would you be expecting? Right. So, and how would you love this presentation to go? So if you put that like at the forefront of your presentation, trust me, you are not going to go to the stage to go and tell them what you think you want to say. Rather, you're going to tell them what they need to hear. Do you get that? So with that, you would definitely take it steady, as David recommend. Just calm down to say whatever you want to say. Not as if you should not take your time and say what you want to. Oh no, of course not, right? So, but you know that you are actually going to hit it on its head, right? But you are not rushing it. So you have that confidence, you are calm with what you want to say, and then you are direct to your point. Do you get that? So, and also another part is that even before you get to the stage, have the main points of what you want to say that probably be written down. Some people rehearse. It works for some people, right? Yes, you can emulate that, but major thing is that know what you want to say, and then when you get there, just go ahead and point them out. Then if you have that time, can buttress. Is that fine? So just I think what I learned from someone about presentation is that you are the one that wants to talk. People want to hear you, so you should have that pride that I'm the one talking, I have the floor. All of you listen to me. Like, so if you have that mindset that you want to command the stage, so you won't put yourself under pressure, right? So you'll be calm to dish out what you want to dish for them, right? And then definitely you see your presentation go very well. Do you get? So about symptoms that I mentioned, so there's actually a particular video on YouTube. I think I can recommend to everybody to watch it. So I think this is around not just come and tell us what you want to tell us, but pitching what you want to pitch in a story manner. So it's about the iPhone. So just when we search on YouTube, Steve Jobs' presentation on introducing the iPhone, right, in 2007. So the way that presentation was amazing. Even if you see the slides, the presentation he did, you won't see a lot of words on it. Just pictures, primarily few words, right? And then the way is because around that time, most of the phones that were out there were actually phones with these keypads, right? And he came and said, okay, we want to create a phone that you'll be able to listen to music on it. Then it won't have keyboard. And then like, there's one other feature. So the way he was presenting is he was already looking like, oh, they are going to present 3 devices. A music, which is the iPod then a music device, a device without keyboard, and then one other element. So it was already looking like, oh, they're actually going to be 3 phones. Then he came up and said, no, what we are giving you is something that is just one. Like the way the presentation went, everyone was wild, like standing ovation. And I think it's still part of the best presentation ever, like globally. You can watch that video and then see. So it's just a thing of, you are not just here to come and just dish out all what you've done and all. No. What is the story behind this thing? So what will fascinate the people? What are my audience actually looking for? Do we get that? So I think, let me just stop it there. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
That was
you.
good. Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was good. Okay, my judges. How far is two people presented? So, Dave, what do you think? What's their score? And if you just give a comment, maybe one sentence, why they have that score and what they.
I feel like I'm being stingy with my scores. So I'll try to be generous. Can you guys hear me, please?
Yeah, we can hear you.
So I'm meant to give the general like total here.
Okay. Yeah, the general total. Or you can break it down. Yeah. No, break it down. Break it down.
Break
So
it
they
down.
know how they came to that general score.
Okay. So let's start with. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 different criteria that Mr. Timothy has given to us. And the first one is clarity of problem and purpose. Group A library, the data management system, was to me and overall it was actually clear to me. So I gave them a 4/5.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Simplicity and clarity of explanation, I gave them a 2/5.
No, Fatima, you can't raise your hand. Nobody raised question there. I'm just listening. So yeah.
The flow from problem to solution, I give them a 3/5.
No, that was an
Connection.
Okay.
Connection to real life application with the explanation that was given.
Dave, go back again to the second part. Clarity was 4 out of 5. Okay.
What? Yeah, clarity was 4 out of 5. Yes.
Yeah. Continue.
Yes.
Sorry.
Of the problem, and now they're trying to solve it. 4 out of 5. The simplicity of how it was explained, to me, it was a 2/5. The flow, 3/5. Connecting to real life application, after the whole explanation with the digital application of it and digital library and stuff, 4/5. Organization and engagement, 2/5. Contribution, 2/5. Time management, 3/5. So the total 20/35.
Oh, okay, interesting. 20 out of 35. All right, thank you. That was good. That was a good score, actually. All right, thank you very much, Dave. Michael, what's up?
Okay, so for me, I think for my own, so understanding of the problem, that's a clarity of problem and purpose. So I give group 1 4/5, just like Dave. So for simplicity and clarity of explanation, so I stood in the middle. So I gave 3/5. Then flow from problem to solution, I think I got the flow all through. So for me, I gave 4/5. Then connection to real life application, so I gave 2. And that's because I had the issue with the relevance of, okay, given that the world is getting more digital now, so how relevant is it? So which was not mentioned until when we discussed it during the Q&A. So I gave 2/5 for that. Then for the presentation, the presentation was lovely. I gave 4/5. And then contribution and coordination, so I gave 3. While for time, respect, and preparedness, I gave 2. So that's total of 22 from my end.
Oh, okay. All right, that was good. Yay, cheers to group A. You guys had 20, I had 22. So that means the marks are not far away from each other. So that was a honest feedback then. That was a very honest feedback. Thank you so much for that number. That's a good number. Just so you know, I have a pass mark for all the groups. And let me tell you my pass mark. My pass mark is actually 18. My pass mark is 18. So any group that has below 18, we're going to sit down and do family meeting. Take notes. Family meeting compulsory for every group that have 18 and below. So just watch out. Just watch out. All right. So let's talk about group B. So I'll start with you, Michael, for group B. Yes, I know, right? Because I want you to talk about the last group. So I'll start with you for the second group. So what was the breakdown for that?
Okay, so for group B, yes, so clarity of problem and purpose, I gave 4. Then for simplicity and clarity too, I give 3. So flow of the problem to the solution, I give 4 also. Then collection to real life application, I think it's very, very practical, right? So I give 4 on that level too. So for the presentation, so because I got bored at one point with the technical discussions and all, so I give 3 on that level. So for contribution and coordination, so which factored in response to the questions and all. And I don't know, probably maybe I should ask now. So we only had one presenter, and it was the only one who also answered questions too.
During our time, we shouldn't bring what really happened in our time that we updated. But some of us even made mistakes during our time.
So is the person replying, responding to the question?
No, she wasn't responding. It was a mistake.
Okay. So I only noticed that there's only one person who presented.
Okay, yes. So group B needs to be penalized actually. They had issues among the group. Some people could not meet up, some people, there was challenges, personal challenges, health challenges. So James was the only person available to present.
Oh, okay. I think that affected my score for them on that level. So I gave 2 because it's supposed to be a teamwork, right? So we only have one person who presented, so that I gave 2 on that level. Therefore, for time, respect, and the preparedness, I think I gave 4 also for that. So total is 24 from my end for group B.
Oh, interesting. Okay, all right, that was good. Well done, group B. Well done, James. Okay, Dave, on your end, what's up?
For clarity of problems and I gave them 2 over 5.
Okay.
For simplicity and clarification of explanation, because of the way he presented, it was kind of like something. I gave him 5 over 5. Flow from problem to solution, 2 over 5. Connecting to real life application because of the old data thing, 2 over 5. Organization and engagement. His presentation skill wasn't that bad, so 4 over 5. For the same reason that Michael gave for the contribution and presentation, I gave him 2 over 5. For time and preparedness, give them 4 over 5. Total 21 over 35.
21 over 20.
Yeah, 21.
Okay. All right. Oh, interesting. All right. Oh, the numbers are not far away from themselves. Interesting. Oh, okay. That's also a honest feedback then. It's actually a very honest feedback. Thank you. Okay, let's go to group C. The last group for tonight, the group with 2 ladies, giving us hot. All right. I'll start with you. Okay, maybe Dave, you speak first, and then I'll let Michael close it. So, Dave, what's your feedback on their scores?
Okay, clarity of problem and purpose. I didn't really understand what they were saying. Very beginning. Sorry. So it was 2 over 5. For simplicity and clarity of explanation, same thing. I didn't really understand what they were saying. 2 over 5. The flow from problem to solution. Sorry. Flow from problem to solution. 2 over 5.
Hey, wahala.
Connection to real life application. Listening to everything that Michael said, them, and it didn't really feel like they really understood the project. I don't know, from my hand. So yeah, 2 over 5. Organization and engagement. I like the way is it Miriam or the second person that talked. I like the way she presented. So it's a 3 over 5. Contribution and coordination, 2 over 5. Time and preparedness. I think she was the only one that gave like 1 minute. She really kind of used all that time and all that. Give 1 minute. So I give them 5 over 5 for time usage. Total 15 over 5.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Michael, Alpha, what's it on your end?
Yeah. I think I have probably another bias to to Dave's grading. So for me, for understanding of the problem, so the clarity of the problem and purpose. So I think I understood it actually from the beginning. So I gave them 3/5. Then for simplicity and clarity of explanation, I gave 4. Then for the flow from problem to solution, I think end to end it was clear. So I also gave 3 on that. So connection to real life application, yes. So they related it well to real banking activities, right? So yeah, I gave 4 also on that level. So for organization and how engaging the presentation was, so I also gave 4/5. Then for contribution and coordination, so I give 3 on that level. So and then for timing, that's time, respect, and preparedness. So I give 5 on that because yes, I think that's the only team that was actually on time and didn't even exhaust the time. So I gave 5 on that level. So the total for me for Group C is 26.
Wow, that's a
One
very
is
good
whispering.
number.
Thank you.
Thank you. Iman, congratulations to Mama.
No. Actually, that's the highest score. They have the highest score of all the scores. Wait, is that what it means? Mike, they have the highest score of all the groups on your end. Michael.
Thank you.
Yes, actually.
Congratulations to us.
Oh wow, Group C had the highest score for
Thank
Michael.
you.
Wow, that's good. That's good. Okay. All right.
We go harder next time. Yeah.
All right. Well done. Congratulations to Group C. That was good. So Dave, on your end, the people that have the highest score was Group B, right?
Group B, yeah, Group B.
Okay. All right. That was good. Okay. All right. So this is where we'll call it a night. I mean, this is 11 o'clock West African
I
time.
have a question.
Okay. I'm just going to allow one question.
Yes.
One question. And please try to be brief, okay?
Yeah, I'll be brief. Thank you, George. Thank you for your advice and effort to keep us grounded. I really appreciate the comments. But I would like to ask Dave. I don't mind actually asking questions, please. So I'd like to ask you why you gave us 2 for contribution.
Okay, sorry, what's the question again?
I'd like to ask you why you gave us 2 for contributions.
I gave you 2 for contribution. Let me check. Contribution and okay, I gave you 2 for contribution and coordination because you guys started and you guys had like the most technical glitch in my review.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
You guys started and you guys had the most technical glitch. So you're not really quote unquote coordinated. You get from that's my review. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. Fatima, any other question? I mean, that's one question. So, all right, guys. So it's time. We've stayed a long time. Next time I will be very conscious of the time as much as. All right. This is apologies to everyone, and thank you for staying to this time. All right. So I'll get the sheets from our judges, and I would relate it to everyone on the study group. Thank you all for staying to this time. Let me give you a heads up for the next project. In our next project, you will have data professionals in the room. For now, this is industry guys. These guys are great in their own space of work. So I wanted to see how you guys are able to communicate what you've learned over time in the study group. And so I think it's good. It's good. So now let's get into the intermediate level. How do you now talk to data guys that can rate your work? All right, guys. Thank you for joining. Have a lovely evening. Thank you so much, Mr. Michael. Thank you, David. Dave, thank you so much. Good night, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Miriam is just so happy. My God.